standing and just a little kind of happy.
No, do you want to sit?
Yeah, wake up.
We were good with this. Shake hands as well. So we'll bring it back up. You can sit down. Your legs sit down. You understand?
Nah, just one more. It could be a little bit closer.
Yeah, pack it a wee bit.
Yeah.
Layer it up.
Two rolls, please.
Okay. So before we get into our sparring class, obviously we've got the briefing today, we're going to be giving out some belts. What I want to discuss is kind of the criteria for belts as me and Gary see it. The first thing that we wanted to understand is this is based on your performance against your peer groups, whether that is in terms of age, whether you're competing, what your physical characteristics are. We want to make sure that people, when we give someone, say, a blue belt, they are competitive with other blue belts in their age, in competition experience-wise, and certain factors all come into play. The harshest group that we will kind of judge is adult competitors. That's why, like, those guys tend to be the best, but we do not judge like a 60-year-old blue belt in the same way we judge like a 20-year-old blue belt. So those things are criteria we follow. But at every stage of this, we're proud of every belt we've got, we've given out. We are confident that they can go to any gym in the world and defend their belt. Like, no one's going to say, oh, I shouldn't have that belt. Okay? So we'll go on to blue belts. For me, the blue belt just really means that you kind of understand jiu-jitsu. It's like the starting belt. It means you're starting to develop your own game. You understand what's going on, and you have kind of you do well in that area. Like, you know, you're not necessarily amazing at anything, but you understand the game and you play it well. Okay. To that end, we can start giving out some blue belts. You guys, you want to say anything else, or have I?
Just with regards to the blue belts, as Paul was saying, at the blue belt stage, you're not expected to be fantastic, but you're not expected to be terrible. You should have a kind of roadmap of every kind of position, at least have an idea of how you should be attempting to escape from certain positions. Even if you can't, you should know you have to frame and move. You have to create movement. You can't just sit there wildly bridge. Offensively, you should kind of know how to frame and guard, move, be able to find certain spots where you feel kind of comfortable, and routes to find those spots as well, and just generally not be a incoherent flailing mess on the mat.
So if you're not an incoherent flailing mess, you may be a blue belt.
Yeah,
I think I'm working on it.
But everyone's been through that stage.
Oh yeah, I mean, I still lapse back into it pretty regularly.
Alright, so we've got a few blue belts to give out.
The first one? I'll just bring mine.
Yeah. Let's give it sizes.
Yeah.
We've got enough blue belts.
First one's for more.
Some of you skinny guys may have
Some more over there.
we can exchange them.
You want to do the first one?
Yeah. First belt, someone that is actually developing their own game. Called saying he's not kind of flail mess, pretty technical, and as soon as he starts to really hone in stuff and use all his attributes, it's going to be really quite a challenging role. First blue belt, Kyle. It only takes 30 seconds.
Thank you. So I'm not a flailing mess then, that's quite
You're just an effective flailing mess.
Blue belts can occasionally be flailing messes.
You're allowed to be, not all the time. Okay, next one. I'm going to run through this quickly.
Thank you, brother.
I'm not going to sing your praises. The next belt goes to. Harry. Harry.
There's an ace there. Next blue belt, someone's actually really quite consistent, really quite technical. As soon aggression, or not necessarily aggression, but if it's a little bit more fight into it, it's going to be kind of pretty terrifying at some point. Blue belt, Riley.
Yay!
Okay, and we've got a final blue belt. This is for Ian. Ian. That's the reaction I want from everyone. Okay, now bear in mind there are more people that are on the cusp of this, but if I slam them out now, like, you know, then I've got no one to do it from next
There's a
week.
couple of people we plan to
Yeah.
just not here as well, so
There is that as well.
they're waiting 6 months.
Yes, there is. It's blue belt, you don't want to get it too quickly. Well done to everyone who got promoted. And again, there are people on the cusp list. Now, this is a belt where everyone tends to drop off. Like, they kind of just go, I got a purple, I got a blue belt, that's a big achievement, I'm not going to do it anymore. But try to, every belt that we give out, it should be, it's not an award, you should be thinking to yourself.
It's not an anchor.
Yeah.
To keep keeping you in place. It should be motivation to keep improving.
Yeah, you should be
More
thinking
than
every
anything.
time, and this is what happened every time I got a belt, I was just going, fuck, I'm shit. You should be thinking that and going, if you ever think like you know, you're actually good, that's when you kind of start stagnating. You don't be constantly pushing. Every belt is, I need to live up to the belt. That's how I look at it.
Don't let the fear of your level kind of stop you from training.
Yeah.
Let the kind of the fear of your level make you train more to improve to be worthy of whatever level you kind of want to aspire.
That's a huge thing. Like when I got my black belt, like the very next day, fucking Barry McHugh, who's a white belt, darts the shit out of me. I was like, I'm fucking pissed. But like that's what drives you to become better. You need to kind of just keep going with it. And if you don't feel you're at that level with your belt, just fucking keep working until you are. I'll achieve that one day eventually. Okay, next up we got purple belts. So purple belts. Yeah. We promised to speak for this. Okay, so purple belt for me is it's when you've started to develop an attribute of your game that's legitimately dangerous. You may have a preference for guarded situations, for passing situations. You're good at one of those things, at least very, very good at one of those things. And yeah, so that's pretty much why I just view purple belt. I kind of know them for some aspect of their game, and I go, I want to avoid that aspect. And that's generally purple belt.
As Paul says, there's usually at this point there's some sort of specialisation kind of happens, whether you find yourself being a bottom or top player, then it can even branch off even more where you kind of specialise in just one kind of aspect of kind of guard or passing play. But not to say that everything else is neglected in their games. They still have to kind of keep their escapes and knowledge everything else. And I kind of almost expect from people who start to get the purple belt to be able to maybe verbalise what they're doing in the game rather than just, I don't know, just
Doing it
when it
physically.
happens.
Yeah.
Okay, not necessarily teaching, but sometimes like, what do you keep doing? There's like, well, I'm trying to achieve these grips and trying to flare your elbows in a specific position. There's a little bit more thought that kind of goes into in the process of what you're doing. That being said, let's promote our first purple belt. So Paul was talking about with kind of with regards to age and peers, you're not going to basically grade someone.
It's not a take, like it's just a
Yeah, like someone who's kind of old, injured, not necessarily. You're not going to compare them to someone who's like kind of the prime of their life. That being said, we're going to promote to purple belt Brian Queen. For all you know, he just called me a cunt.
Okay, next up. Next up is Barry. Barry's from well.
intervention for 10 minutes.
You don't know what.
That being said, this guy's got a little bit of specialisation in his game. Already came in with a kind of good grappling base, kind of actually surprisingly good movement passing, good half guard and bottom. Matt. Change directions.
Okay,
So
sweet.
well on passing.
Next one, similar game. Has got really good recently. Paul's purple. Okay, we have got brown belts. 4 brown belts. I feel that whatever preference you initially started with, whether it was guard, whether it's passing, you've kind of leveled up the other side of your game to become somewhat comfortable. That's a word, right? Comfortable? Yeah. That's how I tend to judge brown belts. When somebody's got like a top game to match the bottom game, or vice versa, that's when I start feeling the person up at the brown belt level. So we have got, yeah.
Brown belt as well, as Paul's mentioned. You expect to be well rounded, but it's usually when specialisation takes kind of another jump as well, and you're basically the black belts are above and on one kind of aspect that can give people help. Someone's actually one of my toughest rounds in the gym, so from to purple belt, brown belt, sorry. Yep, getting hot.
Okay, next up, and yeah, this might seem like nepotism in a way because we're mates, but this is Lauren's belt. Lauren. Disgusting.
Yeah, room time.
Yay!
That's my final level.
Okay, black belt. So again, we have criteria for black belt. By black belt, you've been training for like close to a decade. You've probably picked up some injuries along the way. You might even picked up injuries that made you completely change the way you do jiu-jitsu. So you've overcome adversity, and every one of these guys that are getting belts today, I've seen them helping out other people in the gym. They're just, it's hard to take the amount of kick-ins you need to get to black belt and be a bit of a douchebag. Okay, so they're all good guys. They're all technically super proficient. They're all dangerous at whatever range they're playing at, and yeah, they're black belts. This is we've never given out a black belt that we've ever had questions about, and it's anywhere you go, you'll be able to defend your belt if you get into this gym. I've got lots. Okay, so guys, you got anything else to say about black belts?
No, as Paul said, I think it's the point where you kind of have to be kind of reasonably confident in yourself more than anything. That what you're doing is kind of correct. You're not expected to know everything. There'll be a certain part of specialisation, but I think at one point it's an awareness of what you're crap at, and especially if you're getting into a competitive role, it's having the savviness and awareness of trying to drive it to the area that you're good at. Not to say that you shouldn't always strive to improve the areas at which you deem yourself as being deficient, but you should kind of know yourself at that point of kind of getting this. So yeah, we've got quite a few black belts to give out. Sizing of these belts might be a bit off for some of you guys.
I've got some more, so I've got some spare pieces.
All the skinny Gary belts tend to be out of stock. First up, Mark Smith.
So I've been doing something with regards to this next belt. I've been tricking them into thinking it's not happening. Badger is not a black belt. I got more showing these.
Next belt, DJ Black to go along with. best fencer in Scotland. Nice, tell me, Jim O'Mac.
Oh shit. Who's next? Do you have a preference, guys? Oh yeah, I'll do this one. Alright, this guy may be the worst person I know.
Guys has already got a black belt.
He's lacking in moral fiber. He's just a wandering vagabond homeless person, but he is really good at jiu-jitsu, so I had to give him a black belt. Sean, you're a black belt.
And next up, someone who's been training for a good length of time now. Always spends a little bit of time with various injuries, but is always kind of working on himself. And when he comes back, you never really feel a difference other than kind of improvement, which is quite remarkable. So promote to black belt, Sam Gill.
Okay, next up, we have got probably one of the most entertaining rounds and one of the funnest guys to spar in the entire gym. It's Jack. Jack is
Sorry.
we've got any more?
Yeah.
I know, but I just need to check.
Someone else is kind of almost one of the kind of original members, kind of the gym. Been here for a long time, consistent training. He's kind of got his own kind of specialisation with their stuff. His last belt for today.
Yeah.
Give it a touch.
Okay, so
Yeah.
let me just check.
That's
We have did this before and fucked it. We good? We good? We good? Okay, so like we said, there's tons of people that are on the cusp of this. We just like spreading them out occasionally.
maybe not the cost of black belt.
Not on the cusp. Oh yeah, you know, that's gonna be a while for now. But there's tons of people that are on the cusp of getting belts. Put in the work and just like be consistent. If we see you all the time, like you know, you come on the radar. If you're and the main criteria is what you do in actual sparring. We need to be. Personally, like I need to be rolling with people to kind of judge their level. Like if I don't roll with you, because like otherwise, like it's hard to judge it for me. Particularly Gaz is better at than I am. But yeah, try to get rounds with me, and I'll kind of.
Don't be shy.
Yeah.
Get on the mat.
I
Ask
would
people to
really
train.
like to roll with people that are like lower belts than me. It'd be nice occasionally. Like, give me a white belt occasionally. Yeah, all the white belts, just get me for rounds and I'll give you blue belts. It'd be cool. But yeah, cheers coming down, guys. You got anything else to say?
No, just that everyone here that's been got a belt today is kind of very well deserved. As Paul said, there is kind of few people sort of kind of on the radar to kind of get promoted, but just keep working, put in effort. If you've got spare time, get in the gym. If it's a toss up between sitting on the couch and watching Netflix and coming in, get that motivation just to get off the couch and kind of come in the gym to train. And Netflix is on demand, the kind of classes and training here, not necessarily.
I don't know, but the sheer amount of people that have keys for this place.
Yeah, there is that. But other than that, guys, well done everyone who's kind of promoted. As I said, we're going out for a bit of a social thing later. We're going to golf and a bit of golf and stuff. But if you don't fancy mini golf, come out. We'll be having some beers after it and
apparently you
stuff.
can go there for beers and just go turn up for beers. They said that's cool now. Yeah, so.
Other than that, so yeah, get involved. Let's do some training, guys. Grab yourselves a drink. We'll get a timer on. It might be quite busy, so we might end up having.
Actually, can I get a picture of like everyone just performing?
Yeah,
There's the cameras.
That's good.
Second.
That looks so awkward.